came into the UK, into the United Kingdom, I didn't have the information that you can spend 2 years in the UK tax-free as an international teacher. I didn't have the knowledge of that information. I had to know about this few months ago, and in which I could not benefit from that. So today I will be talking about tax-free countries. Yes, we're going to be talking about tax-free countries. United Kingdom is one of them. They have a they have this tax-free treaty with some countries, not all countries, but they have this with some countries, in which Nigeria is among. We have Jamaica is there, and some other countries, in which I also have someone here that has taught in several countries. Yes, she has taught in several countries, and she's going to be telling us some countries that also offer this tax-free treaty, and some countries that are probably on percentage of the amount of tax you're going to pay as an international teacher. So I would let her introduce herself. She's the Ajala teacher. I'll let her introduce herself, and then we can dive into this video today.
It's always a pleasure being on this channel. I feel like I'm at home. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this segment. You guys are used to us doing breakdowns by now. So, yes, we've got another delicious breakdown for you guys today. It has to do with the money. My name is Janet,
Yes.
and I'm from Diaspora Doodles. I'm an international school teacher. I trained as an early years teacher, and I now teach in Spain, living la vida loca, and I'm so happy to be here. I've got a YouTube channel, Diaspora Doodles. For those of you who know us and all the collaborations we've done together, welcome back, and we're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for coming today. You're welcome. So, guys, she's Diaspora Doodles. She has a YouTube channel whereby she talks about moving abroad, life abroad, teaching abroad. And if this is your first time here, my name is Omowumi. I talk about teaching abroad, life abroad, and we do a live video on Sundays, 7 p.m. You can join. Yes, you can join to come where we talk about teaching abroad, we talk about life abroad, we talk about culture shocks. Yes, and there's also a video on our channel. When you're done watching this, go to our channel whereby we talk about differences between the salary cost of living in Spain and then the UK. Then you know where to move to as a teacher, as an international teacher. So yeah, I said earlier that I got the information about the United Kingdom offering tax-free for international teachers coming into the UK to come and teach. For the first 2 years, you will not pay tax. It is tax-free. Meanwhile, this is not automatic. You have to apply for this. You need some documents to be able to apply for this. You need to fill some form online to be able to apply for this. Your school has to give you a document for you to apply for this. So when also your NI will be paid, you're going to pay your NI. You're also going to pay your pension, but the tax-free, which is the most important. Yes, we all know tax in the UK is like, I don't know, in which that is something good for international teachers. And I think the reason why this is this way, offering teachers, is because it's a highly skilled job. Yes, for the doctors, yes, they're exempted from paying health surcharge. Teachers, you're going to pay health surcharge, but for the first 2 years, you're exempted from paying tax. So that is another benefit. So I will let her talk about, I'm still going to come back to talk about the documents you need to submit for that of the United Kingdom, how you're going to get in contact with HMRC. That's the body in charge of tax, the almighty HMRC. So I'll let her talk about other countries that offers this benefit as well. And then you can weigh your options to see which country you would like to move to as an international teacher.
Thank you. Look, you know how international school teachers, we go for the money. We are always thinking in terms of money. Okay, so when I worked in the UK, I missed it too. I didn't know about that tax-free thing in the UK. So the whole 2 years I paid taxes. And you know something? They put you on the highest tax bracket when you first get there. If you don't know that you're supposed to be on that 125L
Five
tax
seven
bracket.
L.
Yes, I was not on 1257L. I was on the highest tax because they call it emergency tax. And then I missed it because
Yeah.
when I left, I left all that money behind. So if you're watching this, mom is doing
Oh.
you a big favor now. She's bringing this up. And yes, you need to jump on that immediately. Now, as the international school teacher, even though I left all that money in the UK, I went to Oman. In Oman, we don't pay taxes at all. I didn't pay
Wow.
taxes. It's tax free in Oman. In fact, in the whole of the Middle East,
Mm.
it's tax free. Egypt falls
Mm.
under Africa, but that's also another country that is tax free. And trust me, I went after the money,
Mm.
so I went to Egypt as well. Um,
Mm.
there are other countries that are tax free as well. So Spain, it's not tax free totally,
Okay.
but we have the tax break, they call it. So your first year, because they believe that you're settling in, you're buying things for your new home, you're on that 1 year visa where you don't know if you want to stay, you don't know if you want to leave.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So they don't tax you. They will take it out, but at the end of the year, you have to go and claim it back. You don't need to go through your employer. You don't need to do anything. It's when you fill out your taxes, you get your tax return. So in my first year
Okay.
here in Spain, I got 2,427 euros back from the tax year. And their tax year goes from January to December, not like in the UK,
Yeah.
that's April
April
to
to April.
April.
Yes.
So theirs is January 1st to December 31st. That
Mm.
means teachers who start in September, you will get two tax returns. The first one is from
Mm.
September that you come in, or August that you come in, end of August that you come in as a new teacher, up to
Okay.
December. So you
Ah,
get
okay.
that first. So I got that first and I thought, oh, okay, that's good. And then my friends told me, no, 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 that's the small one. Make sure you
Mm.
get the big one from the next year because it's a whole calendar year.
Mm.
So that's September to January. And then I had to get the January up until the end of the tax year, the
And
next.
wow.
So that was how I got my nice little comfy and I traveled with it.
Ah.
Now, there are some other places in the world that have they're totally tax free. It's not tax break,
Mm.
it's tax free. So, countries like Cambodia, countries like
Mm.
Myanmar, it's tax free because it's just something they do to attract teachers there. Because many teachers don't want to
Mm.
go to Southeast Asia. So, they give you tax breaks. And but the
Mm.
only thing you have to pay for pension, and trust me, their
Mm.
pension their pension you collect it from when you turn 60. Of course, you're as an international teacher, you're not going to
Mm.
unless you want to stay there, but as an international teacher you're not
Mm.
going to stay there. So what I did with mine, I think that's another video completely, because I transferred mine to Malaysia and I used it to buy a
Mm.
house instead in Malaysia.
Ah,
And
that's amazing.
you know what you get when you buy a house in Malaysia. You
Mm.
actually get a permanent residency there.
Residents.
So
Wow.
that's the other permanent residency. And then there's another permanent residency that, yeah, we'll be talking about later. I mean, we should have talked about it in our permanent residency video, but
Residency, exactly. Yes.
Spain and the UK at the time. But as an
Mm.
international teacher, because all of your pension is not in one place, you can actually relay it in such a way that you collect it because they know you're not staying.
Mm.
Unless you're staying, but if you're not staying, then you can use your exit visa to like release the funds, and yeah, it will be really
Oh,
nice for you. Now,
okay.
other countries where you can get tax free, wait for this, is in Latin America. So
Mm,
those countries are also those kind of countries that people don't really like to go to. The standard of living is really low, and
mm,
you got the tax free incentive as
free.
well, or
Mm,
tax breaks. Sorry, I forgot to talk about Bahrain. It's
mm,
also in the Middle East. So yeah, Bahrain, Brunei, yeah. So the countries in Southeast Latin America, countries like Honduras, Paraguay, and Uruguay. We would
mm.
enjoy it there. And when I was in Venezuela, they had something similar to what Spain has, where your first year in
Okay.
Venezuela is your first 2 years tax free. And I was there for
Mm,
2 years.
free.
It was like I was there and I didn't pay
Mm,
taxes. Oh, so I was cutting all my money and leaving with it. It was really nice. I enjoyed that. Apart from the bonus,
mm.
your bonus doesn't get taxed as well. Unlike in some other countries where your sign up bonus, when you resign, when you sign up. So if you have 2 years contract and then you sign up for a third year after your first 2 years are up, they give you
Mm,
um thank you for signing again. Here's some money.
mm.
And it's
Wow.
usually calculated as 20 to 25%, depending on the country, 20 to 25% of your yearly salary. They give it back to you. So even though some countries they still tax you, that's the incentive that you get as an
Okay.
international teacher in those
Mm.
countries. So yes, it's a good one for you to invest when you get it. Just stay
Yes,
one more year,
yes.
get the sign of bonus, and
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, invest it. It's really good. It's really good, and I will challenge people, look into it. Even if you just try it, see how
Yeah.
you feel about it, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can always say, okay, tick, I like it, or tick, I tried it, didn't like it, I want to settle somewhere else.
Exactly, exactly. Just like we say on our channel, we say on our live videos, go to where you're needed.
You
It
did
mustn't be
exactly.
UK, it mustn't be the US, it mustn't be Canada. There are
No,
other countries, just like Diaspora Doodles has said, that offers tax free, total tax free. Some on the percentage, and even the percentage makes sense. Yeah,
exactly. You want to
exactly.
go for the percentage, the one for percentage, because there are countries
Yes.
like the Netherlands. So in the Netherlands, the taxes are quite high, but because they're trying to attract highly skilled. Now, all these people, all these countries we're talking about, it's for highly skilled workers. Those are the tax breaks that you get as a
Yeah.
highly skilled worker. If you come in as a low skilled worker. I don't want to name any professions. I don't want to rubbish any profession. Every profession
Yeah.
is good. But if you come in as a
Yes.
low skilled worker, we all know which ones fall into the low skilled worker
Mhm.
category. If you come in on those professions, you do not get these tax incentives.
Yeah.
Not some of the countries you will get, but in some countries you will not get. But if you come in as a highly skilled worker, you will get this. Now, one of my favorite countries where I've worked, the Netherlands. If you are below 34 years of age and you go to the Netherlands, that means you're a young, highly skilled professional. You will get
Yes.
30% off of your taxes. So if everyone is paying 22%, they slash 30%. They call it the 30% ruling, where you don't pay there's so many things you don't pay for, and it just brings your taxes down to really small money, change,
Mm.
and just take out of your
Yeah.
pocket and give it to them. Yeah. And it's really, really good because, yeah, especially if you're single and
Mm-hmm.
young and
Yeah.
vibrant, you will
Mm.
enjoy the Netherlands. The life there is just forget what you hear about the Netherlands, about all the illegal other.
Mm.
You would love the Netherlands. It's just beautiful. It's amazing.
Mm.
People are friendly. The tax incentives are there. Yeah.
Mm.
And this 30% ruling is not just for your first year, it's your 30% ruling until you get to 34. So if you're 25,
Ah.
for instance, yeah,
Mm. So
you're
you have
25,
like 9 years or 8 years to
exactly,
enjoy that. Yeah.
exactly, because they need young, vibrant professionals to come in and just make the place dazzling.
Mm,
I will go back
exactly.
tomorrow if I could.
So, guys, this is also applicable to the United Kingdom, like I said, and I will run through the requirements quickly
Yes,
before we end this video. So, for the United Kingdom, if you come in as a teacher, as an international teacher from the countries that are approved, because it's not applicable to all countries, you can go
really.
online to check. Yes, it's not applicable to all countries, but Nigeria is there. I'm from Nigeria, that's why. We are from Nigeria, that's why I'm saying Nigeria. Nigeria is there. I know of Jamaica is there. I'm not sure if Ghana is there. I'm not sure, but
It's
it
there.
should be because
If
it's
Nigeria
their,
is there,
it's their neighboring country.
forget about our jollof rice wars. They are our brothers and sisters,
Exactly.
whether they like it
So
or
when
not.
you
We
come in, yes, oh, yes. So I know Zimbabwe should be there as well, but just check online, check on gov.uk to see if your country is eligible for that tax-free, 2-year tax-free as an international teacher or as a researcher in the UK. So what you would do is when you come in as an international teacher, probably you came in September, for example, don't worry, you might be taxed in September because probably you've not gotten yourself together. You know, you have to rent an apartment, you have
yes,
to walk around the culture shocks, you have to get a lot of, you need to get yourself together. So probably you didn't have time to contact HMRC. Don't worry, you can be taxed the first month, even the first 3 months, you can be taxed before you contact HMRC. All your tax you have paid will be refunded back to you.
that's good.
Yes, it will be refunded back to you. Even if you pay too much tax in the UK, like recently I got my tax refund.
Oh, I look forward to my end of the tax year in Spain. Every year they always refund, they always give you back some money. I love it.
So I got my tax refund recently. I got last year as well, but this year I got it a bit higher.
Ooh, we have to party.
Yes.
We have
So
to
I got
party.
a bit higher this year. So you get, I'm saying this because just to let you know, to give it, to affirm that you're going to get your tax refund even if you have paid, even if the tax has been deducted for the first month, the second month, and the third month. And I would advise even let it be deducted for the first month so that you would know the, because you have to fill a DT form. It is called a DT form.
Right.
So you would know the amount of tax that was deducted from your payslip so that you'll be able to incorporate the right amount into this DT form. You need your personal information, your NI, your annual
Wow.
salary, everything will be in that DT form. And then the first thing I would advise you do is to contact HMRC. So they can even check for you if your country is eligible. Contact
Yeah,
them. Their number is online.
that's a, that's a good one.
Yes. So they can even check if your country is eligible. Contact them. The number is online. They will pick your call probably after several minutes. You have to be on the waiting list, but they will eventually pick your call. And then you can tell them you're an international teacher. You're entitled to 2 years tax free. In fact, when you start saying that, they know about it because it's their job.
Yes.
So they will
Yes.
check if your country is eligible, and then they will tell you the requirement. They will send you the link themselves, send you the link whereby you're going to download the DT form you're going to fill on, in which you will also need a letter from your school, a letter headed letter from your school. The school will input your details, your contract, your name, the name of the school, your annual salary, and
Yeah.
all that will be there. And then you're also going to write a letter to HMRC, input your name, your details, your contract. So everything must tally, has to tally with what the school is going to write. And then you submit to HMRC. If you need any question, contact HMRC. They are there to give you all the details. But I know of people that have benefited from this. 2 years, you're not going to pay tax.
That is
You're
good.
just going to
That is good.
relax and be taken care of.
This is why it's good to be a highly skilled. Is this not why we are preaching that they should be highly skilled workers? You know,
Yeah.
it's good to be a highly skilled worker. First of all, they look at you different. How do you see it?
Yeah.
how is it for you in the UK? Because I know that
Yes.
in Norway, in the Netherlands, in all the countries where I've worked, even here in Spain, once you say soy profesora, they'll look at you again. Oh, profesora, adonde? You know, like where? Yeah, I'm a teacher because they call them
Okay.
professora.
Okay.
Where do you teach? You now say Colegio Britannico. That's I teach at the British school.
Mm.
Oh, the respect goes up further,
It's
because
the
yeah,
same here, though. It's the same here. I
yeah,
take I would say I get that a lot from cab drivers here because I take cab a
exactly.
lot. I don't drive yet. So whenever I take a cab and they look at me, oh, okay, you're going to this school. When they check the address, oh, what are you going to do then? I'll tell them I'm a teacher. Oh, they'll start talking about teaching, start talking about their children in school and all that.
Yeah.
And it
And
makes
then
you
they want
feel so
advice from you.
important.
Okay. So also in Spain, it has to do with taxes. We've got the Beckham law. So
Mm.
so this happened from when David Beckham came to work in Real Madrid, where they wanted to tax him based on even things that he had outside of Spain, just like they do in the US, where they double tax. Now,
Mm.
because of David Beckham, when you come to Spain, you have a 7 year tax bracket where you are exempted from paying taxes on any of those extras that you have outside. So, for instance, if you have um, property in, like me, in another country,
Mm.
and you come into Spain, they just like the US, where you get taxed on everything. Your personal wealth is what they tax.
Mm.
Now you don't get taxed on personal wealth for 7 years as an expert teacher. You
Oh.
just yeah, you start counting. So mine seven
That's a
years.
good one.
My own 7 years is not up.
That's a good one.
I'm still green. The tax is
But
not
after
is
but after the 7 years, then you now get taxed.
yes. It's not high, but I don't like being charged for anything.
Mm,
I'm
yeah,
a pampered cat. I'm used to
I
I
need
run
to keep my money.
I run to tax free countries because I'm a pampered cat. So I, I'm looking for a way around it, as usual with
Mm,
me. So
mm.
a legal way around it. We are teachers. We should do things only legally. So yes,
Yes, yes, please, yes, please.
yes. So that's
Okay.
the 7 year Beckham law that I think I
Mm,
mentioned in one of the other collabs that we
video,
did.
yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you for coming to my channel today. We still have lots of collaborations to do together, lots of
Yes,
comparisons
please.
to do together. So stick around, watch out. Yes, let me say that. Watch out for more videos, more comparisons on these countries. You can we are still going to talk about lifestyle of these countries because I got emails whereby people said, "Oh, I love it in Spain because you're going to save more." Well, like I say, it's not always greener on the other side.
We
So
have
we're
to do
still going to come back
comparisons.
here, yes, to talk about lots of comparison and then you can weigh your options. Thank you so much, Diaspora Judus, for coming to my channel today. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Please subscribe to our channels, like and share this video for someone that needs this information. See you in another video, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.